I can do it if I try. I can't. Why does that voice pursue me every time? Without and punishment can't curb it. It asks if I deserve it. Every answer I give never satisfies. And so I swing low and high, and to and fro and all that falls between. And no praise I might receive will ever rectify this back and forth of pride and shame I feel inside. I know I can. I know that I can do it if I try. And if I really couldn't do it, I'd surely muddle through it. But I know I can, I'm sure I'll pull through fine. I know I can. I know that I can do it. I know I can. I know that I can do it if I try. I can. Why does that voice pursue me every time? Without punishment can't curb it. It asks if I deserve it. Every answer I give never satisfies. And so I swing low and high, and to and fro and all that falls between. And no praise I might receive will ever rectify this back and forth of pride and shame I feel inside. I know I can. I know that I can do it. Might be tough, but is anything won ever a prize? I know I can. I know that I can do it. Wouldn't be here if I couldn't. Gotten this far, haven't I? So why shouldn't I try? That one got me again. So I was like, there's a thing in this that I always mess up because I don't do this one that much. And I was like, okay, I think it's the middle. So I played through the middle. I was like, okay, I have that. And then I played the tag. I was like, okay, I have that, but that's not what it is. It's the last. It's this one. I know I can. I know that I can do it if I try. It might be tough, but is anything easily won ever a prize? I know I can. I know I can. I know that I can do it. I wouldn't be here if I couldn't. Gotten this far, haven't I? Anyway, I was able to just do it now, but I forgot about it when it came up. I was like, darn it. So not only does the rhyme change, but there's like, that's the only time those chords happen in that song. Anyway, why shouldn't I try a Rodgers and Hammerstein style inspired tune that I wrote a couple years ago now, 2022. Why shouldn't I try? Haven't done that one in a while. It was I sorted through original tunes that haven't been played in a long time, so I was like, oh, I'll do that one. I haven't done that one in a while, and that's why I need to do them, because I have to review them. But then I always think to myself, maybe I shouldn't do those first. What's up, Michael? How are you? Was it already a year, Tracy? Yeah, I was actually there yesterday, but not today. Truthfully, I haven't been playing at the airport as much lately, and I think it's gonna become less. But yeah, I was there yesterday. Good morning, Patrick. Let's see. Patrick, thank you so much for stopping by as always. Tracy, great to have you. Michael, great to have you. How are you all doing? Looks like there are currently no songs in the request queue, so feel free to drop some requests into the queue. If you are watching on Twitch, you probably already familiar with how to do that. You just go to you can type in command song list, command SL, and by command I mean the little exclamation mark in the chat. If you're watching on Twitch, and it'll pull up the link, you can visit the link and then just click the request button next to whatever song you'd like. It'll add it to the queue for you. If you're not watching on Twitch, or you've never used the song list that's synced up to the Twitch users, if you go to the link and try to use the request button, it won't work. You have to be signed into a Twitch account to use the request button. So you can still go ahead and go to the link. I'd love for you to go to the link, take a look at what song you'd like for me to do for you today, and then just make a mental note of your selection, type it in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, just type your request into the chat and we'll add it into the queue that I was going to say that you can see on screen, but I haven't had the queue on screen in a long time. I keep meaning to add it, and then I always run out of time right before I get to that step. So I suppose in the meantime, I will choose something. Let's do... When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Co-written by Jay Livingston, who incidentally wrote, pretty sure wrote some Disney songs from the early Disney animation films as well. What's up, Pat? How are you? Hi, Mom. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? Rainbow Connection. You have a house concert tomorrow, Michael? Awesome. Rainbow Connection. Yeah, let's do it. I'm scared to do it, but I will I will do it. Rainbow Connection. Mom, wasn't there one that you wanted last time that we ran out of time for? Oops. If you remember, let me know. And I'll get it into the queue for you. Okay. Rainbow Connection. I'm doing well, Pat. What's the latest? We just did a waltzy one. Maybe I should pick something to drop into the middle. Let's do... kind of want to review this one anyway. So Michael, I'm going to do this other one first. And then I'll do yours. Just to keep things from getting
sounding too much all like the same song. Life's keeping you busy. I feel that. Oh my gosh, Aaron, how are you? I didn't see that you were here. Feel free to drop something into the request queue. Thank you for the gift, Aaron. Por favor, I need the magic touch of your amor. So while your tempting lips are here before me, please adore me, por favor. Bésame before the cha-cha tempo steals away. While other dancers do their fancy swaying, we'll keep saying bésame. Dance with me, you're so appealing, please romance with me. You've got me reeling, take a chance with me. And I've a feeling that our lips will still be blended even when the dance is ended. Por favor, I need the magic touch of your amor. So when there's no more cha-cha to enchant me, say you'll grant me as before your love forever, por favor. A feeling that our lips will still be blended even when the dance is ended. Por favor, I need the magic touch of your amor. So when there's no more cha-cha to enchant me, say you'll grant me as before your love forever, por favor. 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 The other day, on Tuesday, we had our vault concert, and I had to change a bunch of settings, so this loop is a lot quieter than some of the other ones, so I normally have the volume for that cranked. And I forgot to reset that, so it was really quiet and I couldn't hear that I hadn't turned it off already. Sorry about that. Thank you very much for the follow, Kivansky. How are you? It is springy. Spring has sprung. Spring has sprung. Although we're getting a little bit of a cold front. Oh, thank you for the very kind compliment. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Ooh, I'm old-fashioned. I love that one. Nice. Well, congratulations, Pat. That's exciting. Thank you. Is it Kivansky? I have a hard time with handles. I have a hard time. I feel like I always just, like, my first stab is always wrong. Always. Joe, I'm so glad you could make it. So glad you could make it. Are you a streamer too, Kivansky? Welcome in, everyone. I'm Holly. I live in Austin, Texas. I'm playing mostly-ish songs from the 1920s to the 1960s or so. I do have some contemporary songs in the stockpile. There are literally hundreds of songs to choose from. If you would like to submit a request, I would absolutely love it. I'd love to play something for you. It's free to make a request, so feel free to take a peek at the link. If you're on Twitch, you probably already know how it works. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, just visit the link that's going around in the chat, or it's in the description, or it's in the pinned comment. It'll take you to the list of all the songs it could do for you today. You can go ahead and just peruse the list. And again, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, just drop your requests into the chat. And it is helpful if you look at the list, because I do know a lot of songs, but I don't, unfortunately, yet know every single song ever. So it's just a way to sort of streamline that process. So feel free to drop some requests in, y'all. Awesome. That last one is I have this as being 1964, but I think it's actually 55. because Aaron schooled me last time, and I think that's what I discovered. Let's see. So I do owe one to Michael. Oh my gosh, Michael, thank you so much for the gift. Cool. So I owe one to Michael, I owe one to Aaron and Joe. So all the priority requests are already in the queue. And everyone else, feel free to drop some requests in and let's keep the party going. Yeah, I was telling, I think I've been telling y'all that I am trying to sort of like separate my clothing items by season. I wasn't doing that. I truly don't have that many clothes actually. But most of the year I do not need I have way too many hoodies, jackets, cardigans, just too many, considering that I live somewhere where it's eternal summer. And so I started doing a seasonal clothing swap and then was like, well, if I pare this down even more, then I'll probably get more use out of more things if some things are just unavailable to me for certain parts of the year. So I 2 months late, I pulled my spring items out. I'm gonna have to put them back away in another month or something. And this is one of those items. So all my Wizard of Oz stuff came out. I have a pretty strict wardrobe color palette actually. So spring has become the items of clothing that do not fit the color palette basically. So it's all pink and yellow and all these bright colors that I don't normally wear. Which is kind of fun. And I think that'll be nice after wearing red and green so much for so long, after the winters. Rainbow Connection. Okay. I'm a little bit afraid of this one because I put a weird modulation in this song. That's not really the right one, but I ought to remake this chart, but I haven't. I haven't had time. So this is an old one, old chart, but. So here we go, Michael. Thanks again for the gift. That's really sweet. And if any of you happen to be waiting for packages for me from Crooner Coffee Hour 6th birthday party, just know that I am behind schedule on fulfilling those because I ran into some issues with the production aspects of some of the pieces. So I think the packages that were originally going to go out on the 5th are going to go out today, just FYI. And then so everything else is probably at least a week or 2 weeks behind. And I am very sorry about that. But hopefully I'll be able to catch up this coming week and be able to make a little progress on that. And if you'd like to see me making some of the things I'm doing, making stream, crafting streams over on Twitch only this coming Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, if you want to just hang out and nerd out with me, it's gonna be fun. I might be doing some sewing, might be doing some heat transfer vinyl and stuff like that this coming week because I'm gonna be working on these special CD cases that I'm making. Okay, Rainbow Connection for Michael.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, we know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that call the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Da-da-da-dee-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dee-da-dum.
I love Muppet Movie. I love it. And have seen it so many times, but my husband had never seen it. So we recently watched it, like within the last month. I forced him to watch it. I don't know. I mean, I think he had some. We've watched some Muppet Show episodes over the last few years, and he has grown very familiar with Muppet Christmas Carol, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time. But he had never seen Muppet Movie, and I'm always like singing the songs like around the house, and he doesn't know what the songs are from. Anyway, I was like, we have to watch Muppet Movie, and I hadn't seen it in so long. And just like immediately right out of the gate, like I started crying like immediately. And he laughs at me. But anyway, he loved it. I was just bawling my eyes out at the end. So great. So great. So good. Songs are so good. Thank you, Pat. And thanks again, Michael. All right, next request. I'm Old Fashioned from Aaron. We still have 6 slots available in the queue, so please fill them up, y'all. Don't make me choose. Don't make me select. That's no fun. I love it too. No, I feel like I haven't, you lurked on my craft stream. Nice. What's efficient? Throwing stuff in the closet. Yeah, you just jam closets until they don't close. I feel like that song hasn't been requested in a while. I don't know. I haven't looked, but I haven't looked at when the last time was. It's so funny that you asked for this one, Aaron, because I just played this yesterday for the first time in like a really long time. I as many of you know, says some of you are here all the time, so you know. I had a gig yesterday, and I've been trying to like work off an off-book list that I have. So historically, I tend to, for gigs where it's just like a guarantee type gig, maybe tips or whatever, and I'm sitting in the corner, no one's really listening to me anyway. Historically, I just like kind of read out of my chart book and just play whatever sounds fun to me at the time. I've been trying to do that less lately. Just to be like a little more engaged with what's going on in the room and stuff. And just to make sure that I have like a good set of tunes. If I do want to do an off-book thing, I'm not like feeling like I need to reshed everything. So I've been working off, I have like a 2-hour like off-book list that I've been playing through like a lot lately, like last few months. And I had an airport gig yesterday, so I was gigging at the airport, and I did my off-book list, and I didn't have the best time. And then I was gonna go home, and I got hit up for like a last-minute sub thing, substitute fill-in slot at the theater. So I play in the lobby at our regional theater. occasionally. I usually do like whole runs of shows like a couple times a year, and I just did one in February. So I wasn't expecting them to call me anytime soon, but they needed a sub, so I ended up like running home to pick up an extra piece of gear that I needed and then running back to the theater, and I decided to just play songs out of my book that just sounded fun, and not like no songs from the off book list. And my husband came to help me with sound and stuff. So it was awesome. I just had a great time at the theater last night. It was great. It wasn't super crowded, so I felt like everyone that was there could hear me, and it was really fun. Anyway, so I played this song last night, and I'm doing one more theater thing tonight, and then I'm doing one next Saturday. So praise be, because yeah, I needed some work, so it's great. I'm old-fashioned. I'm old-fashioned. I love the moonlight. I love the old-fashioned things. The sound of rain upon my window pane. A starry song that April sings. This year's fancies are passing fancies, but sighing sighs, holding hands. These my heart understands. I'm old-fashioned, but I don't mind it. It's how I long to be. As long as you agree to stay. Old-fashioned with me. This year's fancies are passing fancies, but sighing sighs, holding hands. These my heart understands. I'm old-fashioned, but I don't mind it. It's how I long to be. As long as you agree to stay. Old-fashioned with me. To stay old-fashioned with me. That was a vibe. Nice. Great request, Aaron. I love that song. Thank you. Can I believe my eyes? I just got a gift from Scott. But it doesn't say what Scott. Is it, could it possibly be the ghost of Uncle Christmas? Could it possibly be the ghost of Uncle Christmas? Is Uncle Christmas here? There can only be one. Scott. Okay, well, I'm not sure which Scott, but if it's Uncle Christmas Scott, make yourself known. Mandy was at the airport yesterday afternoon also. Yeah, I was there yesterday. I don't know if you were there, if you were here when I said that. Hopelessly Devoted. Nice. If only for tonight. Thank you. I love that song. I have not looked at their page in a while. I've been kind of busy. I haven't been engaging with the internet very much other than trying to do the work that I need to do. I hardly ever spend time on Facebook at all, which I probably should spend more time here, but anyway, there's for instance, I filmed some content weeks ago. It was the day that I was working on Por Favor, which whenever I post it, you'll get the full backstory. But the day that I was working on Por Favor, charting it out, I documented it and talked about it and played it for the first time. Anyway, I have a video of it that I've been needing to edit, do the copy, post it, and that takes so long that I've been doing it in 5-minute spurts and I still haven't gotten it out. It's been 3 weeks, maybe longer. Bye, Michael. Thanks so much for coming through. And thanks again for the gift. Scott, if that is you, or whatever Scott you are, thank you so much for the gift. If you're Uncle Christmas or if you're not Uncle Christmas, Scott, thank you so much for the gift. And let me know if there's a special request I can do for you. Awesome. Okay. What is the next one? We did I'm Old Fashioned, Dites-moi, and then I'm going to bump Kavansky's up after Joe's, because then we've done one from everyone else at that point. So yeah, yesterday ended up being a really long day that I wasn't expecting. And today will be another long one. I was expecting to have tonight available to do some things, and now I don't. And I have some other commitments this weekend. So hopefully, I'm going to try to get some shipments out today, and then hopefully I can catch up on some of the other stuff next week. Dis-moi. I feel like we did this one not that long ago. Did you ask for this one recently, Joe? Tell me why the sky is filled with music. Tell me why so fast we fly on clouds above. Just gonna commit. Can it be that way? Can fly the music just because we're in love? Dites-moi pourquoi la vie est belle. Dites-moi pourquoi la vie est gaie. Dites-moi pourquoi, cher monsieur, est-ce que, parce que, oh my. Tell me why the sky is filled with music. Tell me why we fly on clouds above. Can it be that we can fly the music just because we're in love? Dites-moi pourquoi la vie est belle. Dites-moi pourquoi
La vie est gaie, dites-moi pourquoi. Cher monsieur, est-ce que parce que vous m'aimez? Just because we're in love.
Something like that, yeah. Actually, that was kind of fun that fast. And I mostly kept it together. All right. Your only French request was during Oliver's set? Scott and Austin's not on the viewer list. Yeah, but he could have been watching on Facebook. I could look. I was just trying to... Actually, I'm not sure. I might have to, like, sign in and out of several things to figure it out. Let's see. I just get, like, a little prompt with the first name, or an alert with the first name. I don't have, yeah, I can't do this right now, so I only have the first name. I think it's probably Scott. It's probably our Scott, but... Your only French request was during Oliver's set? What did we do? I mean, I know we did La Vie en Rose, but I'm pretty sure I requested that. But I don't remember. I don't remember for sure. Okay, Hopelessly Devoted.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know. There's just no getting over you. You know, I'm just a fool who is willing to sit around and wait for you. But baby, can't you see? There's nothing else for me to do. Hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Just hold on to the end. And that's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head,
Jory's in the house. What's up, man? How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. What's going on? Thank you for, I don't know if someone helped me with the shout out or if that was just like a chat bot that did that, but welcome in. What's going on? Wee party. Yeah, that was a request from Kavansky. Thank you very much for that request. Great to have you. Thanks for joining us today. We will take all the Scots we can get. Indeed, indeed. Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, so a new Scott. Thank you so much for solving that mystery for us. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Nancy and Scott, for the gift. I really appreciate it. Is there anything special I could do for you today? And welcome. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing well. C'est la vie was the one you asked for? Yeah, that was a good one. That's a good one. I like that song. Thanks for stopping by, Jory. How's it going? I haven't been into your stream in a while, but how are you doing? What's the latest? Okay. Next request. Aren't we all? For Aaron. Beautiful 1929 tune. That I loved so much that I did a recording of it and released it as a single a couple years ago. My wonderful husband plays percussion on it. It's very cute if you want to check it out. It's available on all the streaming services. I'm a Dreamer, Aren't We All? Requested by Aaron. Aren't we all in search of happiness? To each one it means a different thing. To some it's wealth, to some it's health, to some it's only what love can bring. Please don't blame me if I'm a human too. I'm the same as you and you and you. I'm a dreamer, aren't we all? Just a dreamer, but aren't we all? In my dreams, each night it seems my lover comes to call. He's so charming, strong and tall. It's alarming how I fall. He is divine, but then he can't be mine, and I'm a fool. But aren't we all? I'm a dreamer, but aren't we all? Just a dreamer, but aren't we all? Every night in dreams it seems my sweetheart comes to call. He's so charming, just divine. It's alarming how I pine. He's ideal, but then he isn't real, and I'm a fool. But aren't we all? Thank you, Aaron, for that request. I'm a Dreamer, Aren't We All? 1929. Wonderful song. Thank you very much for that request. Life be lifing. Totally. Right on. Well, thanks again for stopping by. Love Fool. Wow, haven't heard that. Haven't had that one requested in a while. Cool. Okay, got one from Joe, and then we'll do that one next. I think technically now the queue is full. Of course, if you're watching on Twitch, bits over 500 subscription donations will override that if there's like a song you're dying to hear, and you know, like donations over $5 or whatever. If there's something you're dying to hear, I would still love to do it for you. But otherwise, the free slots are all gone for today. This next one's a request from Joe. This is an original tune of mine. Sort of modeled after some of my favorite 1930s songs.
The moon is high, the room's aglow with amber light. Shuffling feet mark the beat as couples glide across a sparkling floor. Then you waltz through the door, and suddenly something in me ignites. I catch your eyes, you approach a shining night. So disarmed by your charm, I heave a sigh and wonder, could this finally be the one fate meant for me? Someone to love, if only for tonight. Hold me close, let's lose ourselves in dancing. Nights like this were made just for romancing. Your hand in mine, happily we lose track of time. Enchanted by the early morning hour, we lose our minds. Gleefully we speak in whispers, cheek to cheek. You have my heart, if only for tonight. Sweep me away, I'm caught up in your magic spell. How can this be that we just met, yet you know me so well? Your hand in mine, happily we lose track of time. As they dim the lights, the golden glow of sunrise shines. And as we say our last goodbyes, and tears fall from my eyes, I know I've loved you so, if only for tonight. So if only for tonight.
Thank you, Joe, for that request. Thank you for asking for an original tune. I so appreciate it. Next request from Kavansky. Haven't done this one in a while, so only a little terrified. Again, Scott and Nancy, if you're still listening, thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate it. We have someone who is usually here named Scott, and they are currently on a several months long expedition around the world, and so we got all excited that there might have been a transmission from this particular Scott, but we are still very happy to have you here too. But that's why we were trying to figure it out. Thank you so much again for the gift, and I'm so glad that you could join us today. Love Fool. I direly need to change strings. I think I've been saying I need to change strings for a long time. But it is, it's getting to a point where I like it again. It's dire. But I've been busy with other things, and then like, oh yeah, I'm gigging, so I can't. I need it. Can't do it right now. I tend to just do it all at once, basically. Do all my guitars at once. So I try to take like a whole day to just do them all at once. Because I do not do them often enough, so I have to like remember the order of operations every time. And like all the guitars I have like have different, you know, they're strung differently. Okay.
Dear, I feel we're facing a problem. You love me no longer, I know, and maybe there is nothing that I can do to make it do. Mama tells me I shouldn't bother, that I'll just stick to another man, a man that surely deserves me. I think you do. So I cry and I pray and I beg, love me, say that you love me. Fool me, go on and fool me. Love me, pretend that you love me. Leave me, just say that you need me. So I cry and I beg for you to love me, say that you love me. Leave me, just say that you need me. I can't care about anything but you. Lately I have desperately pondered, spend my nights awake, and I wonder what I could have done in another way to make you stay. Reason will not lead to solution. I will end up lost in confusion. I don't care if you really care, as long as you don't go. So I cry and I pray and I beg, love me, say that you love me. Fool me, go on and fool me. Love me, pretend that you love me. Leave me, just say that you need me. So I cry and I beg for you to love me, say that you love me. Leave me, just say that you need me. I can't care about anything but you, anything but you. Love me, say that you love me. Leave me, go on and fool me. I can't care about anything but you.
I like that song. I've never been able to find a way to do it solo that I like. I don't know. Like, I think that's why one of the reasons why I kind of avoid it. I freaking love the Cardigans. But yeah, I always like speed through the chorus. Like, I just can't find a good vibe with that song solo. That's the score. That's the score I gave myself for that last one. Well, thank you, Kavansky. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks, Jory. That's sweet. You follow a guy who restores guitars on Instagram. You feel massive guilt after you watch him. Was that 30s? Was what 30s? Okay. This, like, you feel like that song isn't, the one that I was saying is inspired by songs from the 30s, doesn't sound like 30s? Is that what you're saying? Or are you just messing with me? I can't tell. Oh, we've got some Disney tunes. Yeah, thank you, Aaron, for requesting these vintage Disney tunes. In my I'm gonna play whatever songs I want last night set that I was doing, that I was telling you about earlier, out in public, I ended up playing a lot of vintage Disney. I did Melody Time. I did Cowboy Needs a Horse. I did Second Star to the Right. I did Happy Go Lucky Fellow. That might have been it. I might have done more though. I kept saying, okay, I'm gonna stop doing. Oh, I did Got No Strings. Yeah, I did a bunch of them. It was fun. It was awesome. I felt like I was gonna annoy people soon, but that was my moment to do what I wanted to do. So I tried to play more things that more people might like earlier in the day, and it didn't go well. So I was like, I'm just gonna play what I want. I feel like I play Lazy Countryside a lot out in public, but I didn't do that one last night. But we'll do it right now. But first, he's a tramp.
He's a tramp, but they love him. Breaks a new heart every day. He's a tramp, they adore him, and I only hope he'll stay that way. He is a tramp, he's a scoundrel. He is a rounder, he's a cad. He is a tramp, but I love him. Yes, even I have got it pretty bad. You can never tell when he'll show up. He gives you plenty of trouble. I guess he's just a no-account pup, but I wish that he were double. He's a tramp, he's a rover, and there's nothing more to say. If he's a tramp, he's a good one, and I wish that I could travel his way. He's a tramp, but I love him, breaking my heart every day. He is a tramp, I adore him, and I only hope he'll stay that way. He is a tramp, he's a scoundrel. He's a rounder, he's a cat. He is a tramp, but I love him. I admit that I have got it pretty bad. I can never tell when he'll show up. It gives me plenty of trouble. I guess I'm just a no-account pup, 'cause I wish that he would double. He's a tramp, he's a rover, and there's nothing more to say. If he's a tramp, he's a good one, and I wish that I could travel his way. Yeah, wish that I could travel his way. Yeah, wish that I could travel his way.
Need to come up with a better ending for that song. Anyway, I've been getting more and more self-conscious about endings lately. Okay. Just catching up on chat. Marking self. Oh, 30 songs in 30 days. I don't think so. I think that was a 7 songs in 7 days though. So Joe was asking about 30s. He said, was that 30s? But he meant 30s. That's our shorthand for. So I have a membership. It was on Patreon for 6 years. I started it in 2016, I think. Maybe earlier than that. No, so we did it on, it was on Patreon for many years, and then I moved it over to my own website. So it's called The Vault. And for all those years, I write a brand new original song every month and release it exclusively to my supporters at that over there. So as you can tell, it's been 8 years at least. I also give them extra stuff, and occasionally I drop in things from before that time. Because before that time, I actually was writing songs once a week. I was in this like songwriter like challenge club thing for years, where I had to write a song every week for literal years. I think I did it for. I want to say I did it for like 3 years, and then I took a year and a half off, and then I did it for another year and a half. So anyway, lots of stuff, but it was before I was good at archiving, so I lost a lot of those. But anyway, so since 2016 though, once a month, it's been a pretty good pace for me. So I do it once a month, and the new song includes a prompt sourced from one of the members. So just helps keep me honest and keeps the supporters engaged in the music too, which is cool. Except for that once a year since 2017, I think is when I started doing this, maybe 2018. Once a year, I do that whole process every day for a week for like a pledge drive. And that usually happens in September. So I call that 7 songs in 7 days. 7 songs in 7 days. I write a new song every day for 7 days, including a prompt source from one of my supporters at the Vault. Except for that on the 5th year, I did it every day for a month, like a crazy person. And surprisingly, a lot of them were decent. A lot of them were rather okay. I have this project, Holly Frost, and I actually have 2 other projects, because I write so darn much, or I have written so darn much in my life that, and I have many genre interests. So just to keep things clean, they all have discrete projects. So this is like my jazzy indie folk pop project, and I have one that's a little more like I call it bummer folk. It's like acoustic, sort of like indie country, like, you know, Bright Eyes, like that kind of thing. Ockerville River, like those kinds of bands. It's sort of more that style. It's a little more on the alternative side of things. And so this, that, and then I have another project called More Honor, which is more like neo soul, electronic, R&B, that kind of thing. So anyway, I write for all these projects and post those to the Vault. So Joey was asking me if that song was a 30 songs in 30 days song, which I don't think it was a 30 songs in 30 days song, but I think it was a 7 songs in 7 days song, perhaps from like the year before or 2 years before that. I can look. I think that was the big year where we got like over 150 patrons or something at that point. That was, oh yeah, it was 2020. Yeah, so it wasn't 30 songs in 30 days was 2021, I think. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay, sorry, catching up on the chat still. A radio host here has a Disney Parks podcast, and you have her using Disnerd. I don't know where I got that. I must have gotten that off the internet somewhere. I was the first person you heard using that term. Oh, you do? I don't think I knew that you were into vintage WB cartoons. Aaron? I wonder if that just hasn't come up. Speaking of, I've been wanting to I've been wanting to add, I love to sing about the moon and June and spring. I love to sing. I've been wanting to add that forever. Gotta prioritize that one. Nerd has lost its negative connotation. It's a term of devotion. These streams disappear into the ether. What are you talking about? The songs were fire. They are fire. They remain fire. Which ones? Oh, thanks, Ken. I didn't know you were watching. What's going on? We still haven't found a way to accurately describe One Big Dark Room that does it justice. It's like, I don't know. It's like alternative folk rock. That's why I call it funereal folkcore. That's what I call it. That's what the bio says. And people always say funeral folkcore. No, it's funereal folkcore. I ended up that project really came to be because I experienced a loss and wrote so much about it that it was kind of weird to like have these cute like love songs and then these like devastatingly like sad folk rock ballads about losing someone. So I just made it its own thing. And it's awesome to have all these things separated because I can, instead of trying to glue everything together into this project, I am able to just get completely weird with the other projects, and that is it. The freedom is amazing, and I love it. I Love to Sing is originally from a movie called Al Jolson. Yeah, but they made the cartoon out of it though, or they did it in a cartoon. And then there's also, is Betty Boop WB? Yeah, there's cool songs from those too, and then the Cab Calloway stuff. I don't know where WB really like begins, but you probably know all about it. Ken, how are you? I'm so glad you could join us today. Max Fleischer. I knew that he was the artist. I didn't know he had his own like company, like production company. So I guess that would be all the Cab Calloway stuff would be Max Fleischer too. I really don't know that much about that. Oh my gosh, Ken, thank you so much for the gift. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Okay, we have a bonus request from Ken, which is streamer's choice. So I think I want to do maybe Happy Go Lucky Fellow or one of those vintage Disney tunes from Fun and Fancy Free. But I'll do Lazy Countryside first. Let's do Happy Go Lucky Fellow. I need to shed that one. Happy Go Lucky Fellow. Because I forget there's like a weird key change in this song. Just in the B sections. I mean, lots of songs change key in the B sections, but this one is odd. And I tried to play it last night, forgetting that it had that, and I made a fool out of myself in front of a whole 4 people. It got more full as the night went on, but fortunately I did it early enough in the night where it was like my husband, the bartenders, and like 4 ushers, and that was it. Maybe 2 guests. But yeah, that's the time to do that. That's the time to make those mistakes. Oh, it was Paramount. Okay. You do? You like the Fun and Fancy Free songs, Ken? Ah, okay. So that was the studio that did pop. Okay, cool. That makes more sense. I really am not that. I'm more of a Disney. I mean, I'm not really a Disney historian, but I'm more of a Disney historian than I am all the other animated stuff that was happening at the time. So I'm glad that you're here to educate me, Erin. Speaking of animated, Fun and Fancy Free, Lazy Countryside. So this is I think the publishing date for the song is 1947. I I wanted to say that the actual film came out in 48, which would follow, which would track. But anyway, publishing date I have for the song is 47, but I think the film's from 48. I could also be wrong on that. But this is from Fun and Fancy Free, which is a featurette that Walt Disney Animation Studios did. In the 40s, they had a couple of these where they would put a bunch of shorts into like a larger thing and call it something. So another one is Melody Time. I do a lot of songs from Melody Time. So this is Lazy Countryside. The particular story this is from is about Bongo the bear, who is a circus bear that escapes off the circus train to be free in the wilderness. And this is the song sung by Dinah Shore that follows him as he's experiencing his first few moments of freedom out in the woods. And it's just an amazing song. It's one of my favorites ever. I love to hang around the lazy countryside with nature's gang around the lazy countryside. The crickets you don't hear in the city keep a humming in your ear, oh so pretty, and it's just too much for words, listening to the chorus of the birds. I like to stay around the lazy countryside, just kinda play around the lazy countryside. There's more fun in taking the sun in and to roam the spaces wide. It's the place for me, gee, it's great to be round the lazy countryside, where the crickets you don't hear in the city keep a humming in your ear, oh so pretty, and it's just too much for words, listening to the chorus of the birds. I like to stay around the lazy countryside, just kinda play around the lazy countryside. There's more fun in taking the sun in and to roam the spaces wide. Oh, it's the place for me, gee, it's great to be around my goodness. Clea, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, friends. What's going on? That is so kind of you to come over and bring your folks. So sweet. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the raid. Of course, Clea, no pressure to stay. If you have things to do, totally understand. But if you'd like to hear something, be happy to do it for you. We were about to, this song that we just did was our penultimate song. So if you'd like to pick one, no pressure, but do it now. No, we can stall a little bit if you want to pick something, but you also do not have to. Thank you so much for being here. How was your stream? What's going on? And welcome in new friends. Let's see. Anonymous. Oh my goodness. Anonymous, thank you for gifting all these subs. My goodness. Thank you so much. I didn't see these earlier either. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Let's see. I'm going to see if I missed anything else. Catch up on chat. Catch up on chat. The beautiful people have arrived, indeed. Dinah did have the pipes. There's another singer on, like another soprano on the next featurette that is fine, but she's like not as good as Dinah Shore. And you only notice because the last one had Dinah Shore. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, that's a tough act to follow. It's like you'd be like, oh wow, what a lovely voice, unless you had, just heard Dinah Shore. Oh, thanks, Ken. That's so sweet. My goodness. Agreed, Joe. Okay, so I Love to Singa was WB. That was 36. Okay. We were talking about vintage animation earlier because we're nerds about it. I just did a 1947 song from an early Walt Disney Animation Studios featurette called Fun and Fancy Free, which includes a cartoon about Bongo the Bear, and that's the song that we just did. That song originally sung by Dinah Shore in that, and so we were just talking about Dinah Shore. Emma, Joe, I brought Joe to Twitch, if you can believe it. So many years ago, and look what I've created. Dion, welcome in. What's good? Thank you, Clea. Happy to have you here. I feel like, we're often streaming at the same time, so we don't get to actually connect that often. I'm doing well, thanks. A little tired today, but I'm doing all right. Lots of gigging lately. Sunday Kinda Love, sure. It's Lady Clea now. She and Dragon have become landowners. I don't get the joke. Who's Joe? Who's Joe? Emma's out. Okay. Sunday Kinda Love. Let me drop that in. Sorry, Ken, I'm gonna do Sunday Kind of Love real quick, and then I will do yours. Thanks again for the raid, Clea. Great to have you. Hope you're doing well. Darn it. Everything just fell apart. Sorry. Okay. Sunday Kinda Love. I probably just lost my chat history. But hopefully we'll see it soon. Oh no. Okay, we'll see what happens. Sunday Kinda Love. Hopefully it says I'm live, but I lost a bunch of stuff. Okay. Yeah, we were just about to wrap up. So I have this one from Clea, and then I have another priority request, and that was actually going to be it for today. I've been live for a little while already, but thank you so much for looking. I appreciate it. Joe, what is that for? Do you want something extra? Let me know. I want a Sunday kind of love to last past Saturday night, and I wanna know there's more than love at first sight. I want a Sunday kind of love. I want a love that's on the square. Can't seem to find somebody, someone I care. I'm on a lonely road that leads to nowhere. I want a Sunday kind of love. Do my Sunday dreaming, all my Sunday scheming, every minute, every hour of every day. I'm open to discover a certain kind of lover who will show me the way. My arms want someone to unfold, to keep me warm when Mondays and Tuesdays go cold. Or for all my life to have and hold. I want a Sunday kind of love. Do my Sunday dreaming, my Sunday scheming, every minute of every hour of every day. I'm hoping to discover a certain kind of lover who will show me the way in my life. Someone to unfold, to keep me warm when Mondays and Tuesdays go cold. For I'm to have and hold. I want a Sunday kind of love. I don't want Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. No, all I want's a Sunday. I want a Sunday kind of love. Right, I don't do that one very much, sorry. Like I forgot like what do I do in this section, what do we do in this section? So thank you. Thanks so much again for the raid, and I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for asking for a special song. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Sorry, is it Dion? If there's something that you would like to request, let me know. Joe threw some love in the jar to extend the stream. So if there's for you, so if there's anything you wanna, if you want to take a look at the list, feel free, and we have an extra slot for you. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Cool. Let's see. Just gonna see. I guess we'll wait to see if Dion. I'm assuming that's. I was just telling everyone earlier that I'm really bad at handles, like extra bad at it. Any original song would be Ace. Cool. I just wanted to, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Cool. Yeah, let's do it. I'm wearing my Wizard of Oz shirt today, so let's go for it. And then we have a song from Ken still that I'm gonna do. And then, the way I do raid suggestions here is, we do them for channel points. So, if there's somewhere that you would like to go, you should just hit up Joe because he has so many channel points. But that's how we do it. Just it helps like whoever does it with the channel points, we're done, and I don't have to decide or play flip a coin or whatever. So, Over the Rainbow. So. Again, I'm, I might have actually introduced myself. I'm Holly. I live in Austin, Texas, and I call what I do a specialization in mid-century pop. So it's not really traditional jazz, though I do play some traditional jazz songs. It's not what I would call contemporary jazz, but I do a lot of standards. I also am a songwriter, so I'm really passionate about this style and era of music, so I write a lot of original music sort of modeled after these songs, and that is primarily what I do here. I do occasionally play or arrange slightly more contemporary songs to sort of fit in that throwback vibe, but that's mostly what I do here. I actually don't do a lot of soul and like what I would call R&B, from like the 50s, 60s. I don't really do a lot of that here, not really for any specific reason. I just tend to I just really like finding obscure songs, more from like the big band period. So that's sort of my jam. And early music theater and stuff. Because many of the what we consider jazz standards now were actually early music theater songs from like the 20s, 30s, and 40s. Okay, gotta find this chart, sorry. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. If birds fly Over the rainbow for Dion. Let me know if that's not how I'm supposed to say your handle. Thank you very much, Joe, for making that happen. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Croaker Anonymous. That's so sweet. Thank you. Oh, Clea, that's so sweet. Oh, thank you, Dion. That's really, really sweet. Thank you so much. You all are so kind. I'm so happy that you came. That you came to hang out. I'm obviously a Clea fangirl. I am so excited whenever someone gets us. Again, we have a channel point raid system, so I'm always so happy when Joe or whoever takes us over to Clea. It makes me so happy. Clea is so special, and I love her. So anyway, we just have one more for today. Again, I'm Holly Frost. I live in Austin, Texas. This is my normal time. I've been doing this, it's Friday morning-ish for me, because I'm in Austin, Texas, USA. So it's 11:40 a.m. currently for me. So I've been doing this block. I call it Crooner Coffee Hour. Take your requests, have some coffee every Friday morning for since 2018. Actually, in 2018 we did them every day, but I couldn't do it every day anymore. So yeah, we just had our 6th anniversary party for this particular stream block. And then depending on the year and my schedule and stuff, I'll do other streams, but this is the flagship program, if you will. So I'll be here next week if you're not busy watching Clea or another of your favorite streamers and you'd like to hang out. We'll be here again next week. Oh, did I mark that song as played? Whoops. I was going to do this one for Ken. Another song from Fun and Fancy Free. This is a Jiminy Cricket song. Because Jiminy Cricket did not only appear in Pinocchio, he also appears as sort of like an MC character in a featurette called Fun and Fancy Free, and this is a song that he sings in it. Okay, let's give it a try. Everyone keeps asking me my recipe for living. It's simple as the ABCs, it hardly seems worth giving. I tried it out in every way, it always sees me through. It's made me what I am today, that's why I'm telling you. I'm a happy-go-lucky fellow, full of fun and fancy free. You can make the whole world seem mellow if you take it in your stride like me. Don't cross a bridge or peek round the corner until you're there. Just learn to smile, and in a while you'll find trouble's a bubble of air. Get a happy-go-lucky feeling, keep it, and I guarantee that you'll find you'll wind up living in the sun, full of fun and fancy free. Don't cross a bridge or peek round the corner until you're there. Just learn to smile, and in a while you'll find trouble's a bubble of air. Get a happy-go-lucky feeling, keep it, and I guarantee that you'll find you'll wind up living in the sun, full of fun and fancy free. Whoops. Anyway, that's I'm a Happy-Go-Lucky Fellow. Very cool Jiminy Cricket song that I love, and I haven't played that much. I needed to shed it, so it worked out well. Thanks again, Clea and Co, for hanging out with me today, and everyone else. Thanks for joining me. Oh, Raina, cool, right on. Okay, Joey put the raid in. How I would classify it. It's feature length. The Disney studio folks call it package film. Package film, yeah. I've heard that term before. I just forgot it. Cool. Well, thanks, Aaron, for the reminder. My pleasure. So great to have you, Kavansky. Thanks for hanging with us. Hopefully we'll get to spend time with you again. Ken, thank you so much for the gift and for that bonus song. And Joe, thank you for the bonus song. Looks like you Twitch folks are all set up with your raid. I'm going to put my goodbye screen on because it's easier to type and navigate the computer without my guitar. But I'm going to do that and set up the raid for Twitch folks. And then Facebook and YouTube peeps, thanks again so much for hanging with me. I'll be back same time next week. Looking forward to it. Thanks again, everybody. Y'all are the best. Today was a really, really fun time. Appreciate you. See you soon.